So how would you like to be able to choose the best network marketing company right out of the gates? Well, if you are worried about network marketing scams and you're looking to learn about the best companies out there, that's exactly what I'm going to cover today. My name is Adrienne from Build a Life by Design, and I'm going to take you through a quick guide on how to choose the best network marketing company. Spoiler alert, I'm not going to give you a list of company names because actually the majority of the videos out there are just trying to sell you on their company in a roundabout way by making sure that their company is in the top 10 list that they give you, and I'm not going to do that. So here's the truth of it. If you're looking for the best network marketing company to work with, the trick is to not actually look for a company. I know that sounds funny, but here's why. The minute you start searching for the top 10 best companies, you'll get a list of 10 companies, but then how do you choose between those 10? Well, the next logical question is, what makes a company good? What makes one company better than another company? What factors should you be considering when choosing a company? That's the real question. So I'm not going to give you a list of companies today. I'm going to give you the top 10 factors to consider when shopping for a company. You're going to be able to tell which ones are a better bet than the others. And that, my friend, is far more valuable than just getting a list, don't you think? Let's jump into it. Now, first, let me start by saying that there's only so deep I can go here in a short YouTube video. If you want to dig deeper and you want to hear more of the commentary behind why some of these factors matter, click the link in the description and it will link you to another video of mine where I simply go more in depth and I talk through not just what to look for, but why, including a worksheet that I've thrown in, capture information so you can see them side by side, black and white. So the very first and probably the most important factor to consider is what is the income potential. Network marketing companies are legally required to release an income disclosure statement, meaning they are required to show you what the average earnings were for that company the previous year. So if you're talking to anyone about their company and they don't want to give this to you, red flag on that one. If you're looking to start a network marketing business, you're in it to make money, right? Any business should be making money. So if you're not asking this question, you're going to be way off in left field, probably losing money if you're not consciously striving to make money. So that's the first factor to consider. Factor number 2 that you're going to want to consider when shopping for a network marketing company is what is the investment cost? Every business, no matter what type, takes money to get started. But with a lot of companies, they're selling some sort of product or service. The startup cost usually just involves getting some of the product in hand or trying out the service they offer so that you can see what you thought of it. But this is important to consider because some companies will lure you in with a really low startup cost that sounds really, really appealing, but then you'll get slammed with high overhead costs month on month to stay in business. That leads us right into topic number 3 of the factors to consider, and that is what is the monthly overhead cost to stay in business? These two you're going to want to compare side by side, the cost to get started and the cost to stay up and running, also known as overhead. A lot of companies will have low startup but high overhead. Others will have a high startup and a low overhead. You have to look at what makes sense for your budget and what kind of value you're getting from that startup package. For most companies, the overhead is the cost of accessing their websites and their sales metric tools. Every company's a little different, so make sure to compare and contrast both of these factors with each other. Factor number 4 on your list, what is the brand equity of the brand or company you're looking to potentially partner with? And basically, if you're not familiar with the term brand equity, it just means what's the reputation of the brand or of the company. Now, I'm not talking about word of mouth reputation where one person says, oh, this company's great, and another person says they're terrible, they're a scam. Everyone has opinions. You'll just go in circles if that's what you're looking for. I'm talking about go to the Better Business Bureau. Look them up. See, are they an A rating, a B rating, a C rating? Legitimate factors that are tracked by independent companies that have nothing to do with your network marketing company. If you're going to attach yourself to this company, you want it to be a respected company, right? Always a good idea. The 5th factor to consider is, does someone involved in this company or the founders of that company have a track record of success? Now, it's not to say that new startup companies can't succeed, because they can, but they don't always. Sometimes they're a fad, or maybe the founders of the company you're looking at, have 5 other failed network marketing companies that they're trying to sweep under the rug as they start up their 6th. This matters, you guys. You want to either look at the company itself, or the founders of the company should have a track record of success for what it is that they're trying to do. Factor number 6, does the brand or company offer something unique that has a unique point of difference? Just imagine with me that you are joining a company that sells vanilla ice cream, and there's 10 other companies that sell vanilla ice cream. Buy our ice cream, it tastes great. How about mine? Tastes great. Mine tastes great. Mine tastes great. Mine tastes great. They're all great. How are your customers going to choose? How are they going to know why they should use your product over some other product? If you don't have a distinct point of difference and everything's vanilla, it's going to be really hard to find people who are looking for the products that you offer. How do you find a strong point of difference? It depends on the claims that the products are making. And here's why that's important. Claims in advertising have to be proven. They have to be validated by data somewhere. If they're not able to make strong claims about the product or make some sort of promise about what the product will do, there's probably not a meaningful point of difference. So it's really important to look at the claims they're making and how are they backing up those claims, right? If it's all just, but look at this before after, look what it did for Billy. Does it work for everyone, or it just worked for Billy, right? It would be much better investment to have a company that says, hey, it worked for Billy, and it also works for 94% of people who try the product. Oh, okay, so it's actually going to do something great. And how can you prove it? Oh, we have data here that shows, right? So think about the claims they're making. Think about how are they backing up those claims. And if you have a clear point of difference, if you can say this product will do X or Y or Z or whatever, that's when people are going to be interested to try it out. Because people don't buy products just to buy them. They buy a product or they try a product to fix a problem. So find a problem that a product can fix that has some solid proof, and boom, you're in business, friends. Factor 7, and this is a big one too. This is kind of closely related to one of the other factors, yet different. Do the founders or someone near the top of the company who are helping to guide the company, are they experts in their field, or are they just marketers who are trying to sell something? Let's say it's a health and wellness company. Do they have a PhD in a field of study that would make sense? If it's a skincare company, did they graduate from dermatology school? Right? If they're not experts in their field and they're just marketers trying to sell something, there's a lower chance that that company will stand the test of time. And the last thing you want to do is build a business that grows to be a thriving business and then the company shuts down and you're out of luck. Okay, factor 8, this is a big one. Does the product or service that you're selling, whatever it is, does it require you to be physically present in order to sell it? So, for example, some companies, you could sell their product or connect people with the service they offer. You can do it all online. And in the matter of someone sending someone a link or having a quick conversation, you can get them set up, boom, done. Versus there's other companies that require you to like physically show up somewhere, set up a whole bunch of products, have a party. If you're physically having to leave your home and go somewhere all the time, you're now in a position where that's not residual income anymore. That's not passive income anymore. That's active income. You're doing the task to earn the money. You're putting in the time to earn the money. You physically have to go somewhere to earn that money. You're going to be extremely limited in both the amount that you can earn as well as how passive it is. You want to have as much freedom as possible if you're building an online business. So having to physically drive all over town to show up to sell something is really going to limit your freedom. And I'm guessing you're here watching this video because freedom's what you're looking for. So factor number 9, closely related to number 8, but different. Factor 8 talked about you have to physically go somewhere to do something. Factor number 9 speaks specifically to whether you need to host parties or meet minimums. Keep in mind that not all companies you buy in and you're in for life. There's a lot of companies that force you to hit minimum thresholds to stay open for business. So, and if you fall below that threshold, you become inactive, and then you have to pay money again to get active, right? So there's like this loophole that you need to ask about this. It's really important. And a lot of times the companies who have these minimums also require you to host parties. So that's why I kind of grouped them together. It's not always mutually exclusive, but quite often it can be. You're going to want to make sure you ask about this, because if you're physically required to be somewhere all the time and you're required to hit certain minimums or have to pay in again and again and again to stay active, that should be a huge red flag for you. I would stay away from any companies that require that kind of stuff. So the 10th factor, and definitely a super important one to consider, is this: is the product or service consumable? Meaning someone uses it up and it's gone and they need some more. And then they use it up and it's gone and they need some more. Needing more and ordering more is what generates that passive income. Versus if you're selling a hard good, like let's say leggings or handbags or whatever, that's a hard good. It could last 20 years. Well, at some point, people just don't need any more leggings. People just don't need any more purses. If it's a hard good that lasts for years, at some point people just don't need any more. So you're not gonna have as many repeat customers. So you're gonna have to be going out and searching everywhere for more customers, more customers, more customers. And depending on the size of your network, if you don't have a super big network, or you're not good at networking and rapidly growing your network all the time, you're gonna be going crazy trying to stay in business, especially if they require minimums, right? And that was factor number 9. Try to find a product that's consumable, meaning you use it up and it's gone. If they love it and they're like, shoot, it's gone, I need some more, I need some more, I need some more, I need some more. That's where the passive income comes from. So watch out for hard goods and look for consumable goods. If you would like more of an in-depth run through, you want to hear more of the rationale behind why you should consider each of these things, you want that worksheet that I created that allows you to compare, say, 3 or 4 companies against each other right on paper, black and white. Click the link in the description below. I'm Adrienne with Build a Life by Design. I help people to build 6-figure incomes online so that they can have true time and money freedom in their life. So if that's something you're interested in doing, subscribe so that I can help you to do that and share more tips and tricks with you along the way. So see you guys in the next video.